AamirzTwoCents. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very common question. A lot of students ask me, they have funding for 1 semester or 2 semester, and they are worried if they come to America, either they will be able to pay the rest of the semester fee, or they will be able to make the money and pay that or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys there are 1 million students, international students are studying in America, and whatever like the number of students I have met from India, I'm from Pakistan and all that, and the same scenario were pretty much was with a lot of students. None of us were rich enough. We all were mediocre families. I was very mediocre, and my friend who did bachelor master degree with me, he was very mediocre, and I know tons of friends. They are from mediocre families, the same from India or Pakistan or China and all that, and they made it happen here. So you cannot like, oh, if you are looking at American universities, they are asking you your total expenses for 1 year are going to be $40,000 for 1 year, so, or $25,000 with your living and all that. So think about that. You need $50,000. Do the people have $50,000? Even in India, even you ask me, I'm in America right now, if my kid is going to go to the university and his fee is going to be $30,000 per year, will I have that $120,000 sitting with me and pay his all the fee and all that? No, it's the process. So you guys have to understand. You get you let's say you have a $9,000. You come to America, you pay your first semester fee, and then you start life. You start searching for the job in on campus. You go to library, you go to the IT department, you go to any department, and try to get some 20 hours job. So you start with 9,000, but you are working for 20 hours to make some extra money that pays your rent and all that. So I had made another video where I showed you guys that your expenses are going to be between $700 to $800 per month if you will live a very normal life, not like too miserable, not too lush, or like a rich life. So you're gonna live as a student. So $700 to $800 what you are gonna spend for a whole month on food and living and all that. So now you work 20 hours. Your goal is to work towards the GA ship and the TA ship. You are gonna work hard to get those things. Once you have a GA or TA, most of the time the fee is waived, and also you get around $1,000 or $1,500, depend upon your university, maybe $500, I don't know. Every university is different. So whatever the scholarship you get, it helps. Now you start with $9,000. That's all you had. You pay first semester fee. Then summer comes, you try to find a job, and honestly, like 1 million students who are coming, they are not the most kids from the richest families. And how they survive it, because there is a summer vacation and people work in that. If you are asking me that does the people work outside or not outside, how people come, all these Indian people or Pakistani people come with very little money, and or people from China and students from China and all that. How these all guys come, and will they bring $100,000 for here? They all work somewhere. They work, and they work odd jobs. They work here and there. They find internships and everything, and they work hard. So they, with their studies, they also work. So there is so many ways that you can make money. Maybe you come here and you're living in a city. You teach somebody's kids, like to give them tuition for math. So you maybe go for 2 families and give them tuition and make some extra money from there. Maybe you do something else like online work with Upwork. You are a good developer. You maybe do some projects online. So, or I don't suggest people work in odd jobs, but the question is, if there are students, they're not doing odd jobs. I'm not sure. There are a lot of students, they do odd jobs. In New York, you go to any places that you will see people, odd students working on odd jobs. They are like international students in Texas, Houston, wherever you go there. So I will suggest don't like do too much calculation and say, oh, okay, I don't have $100,000, I have only $20,000, and what I'm gonna do if I go there, I will be able to make it for the next semester fee and all those kind of things. Just come to America, and your parents are gonna be like, at least in case something goes wrong with you are like totally sitting and you can't do anything and nothing works for you, your luck is not working, at least maybe your parents can help you out with that too. So I hope you guys get this idea, like what I'm trying to say here. I came with $400 and I had no parents support or anybody support, and my all those friends, like hundreds of them I know, they came with pretty much no money, or maybe $5,000, $10,000, excuse me, for the first semester, and they made it happen here in America. So when you come here, there are a lot of opportunities, just look for that, look for the different skill set that you can use, like maybe you can build the websites, on the WordPress, and here you meet people and start building a website for those people, so do something like that, and you will be just fine. Don't worry too much, like if you do not have exact amount of money that's for your bachelor or for your master. Life does start like that. You always start something, and the things keep happening and happening. Things can go in worse. Yeah, absolutely. So if that's worse, it is a part of your life. You will struggle through and get it over with it. So you will pass that. That's the way humans are made. So don't worry too much. Work hard, and just go ahead. If you have a $10,000, $20,000, whatever you have, you got the admission now. Come to America, and you will be fine. I can guarantee you on that. All these million students are fine, so you will be also fine. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.